the data is distributed among the different features. So there are all the columns here like annual growth rate, inflation, rainfall, price, temperature, area, production, and so on. Then after that, we have to shuffle the data into different parts of the training and test data, because if we don't shuffle the data, maybe the model will get one type of data as the train set and the other type of data in the training set, test set. So it will be problem for the model to predict the final value. So we have to shuffle the data after splitting the data into train and test set. Now coming to the next slide, we can see that uh, we have printed the number of rows and in train set and test set. So we have 15,100 like data points in the data set. So we have used 80-20 splitting method. So in the training set we got 12,084 data, and for the train set test set we got 3,020 data. Then using sklearn.model selection, we splitted the data. Then uh, after that, we have filled the null points and NaN points. After that, we use stratified shuffle speed to again shuffle it. And after that, we printed the train set temperature features, like how many data points are there. So previously you said that there are insufficient data points in the temperature feature. So after that, we copied the data, because the in their main crop here, because we are going to use it as the training model. So if we use the total data in the model, so there will be an overfitting. So to avoid the overfitting, we have only fitted the training data into the crop variable. After that, coming to the next slide, we have implemented the correlational matrix to find the correlation between the data. So we can see the target variable here is price. So it always be 1 because it is the target. Then we will be correlating the highest correlating points and the lowest correlating points. Like we have used GDP and GDP here because it has the best correlation with the 1, it is 0.56. So we have used it, and inflation has also a good correlation 0.26, and we have the best negative two correlations that are annual growth rate and temperature, and yes. Then after that we have plotted the scatter matrix using pandas library. We can see in that graph that the correlation graphs are plotted here perfectly. After that, we have also plotted with the price, which is the target data point, with GDP, and using scatter and with the annual growth rate also. Then after that, we can here use a different uh, new point. Like we have divided the production by area. So we got a new data point which is plot, means we got a new column. So we can use that for better results. Then after that, we save the temperature because it has the missing data points. So we fill the data. You can see that there are 12,083 points of the data, and which is the number of training used for training purpose, and there is no null points right now. After filling the data using median, we can see the value points of the data. Then after that, we again use the describe function to see the data points, which are the count of the data points. Then after that, we use simple imputer. Then after that, we can see that the extra column which you have to prod is removed because there can be error because of this. Then coming to the next slide, we can see that we previously told that we used a pipeline which is imported from scikit-learn library. Then we use the different models and ran the model one by one. You can see that by commenting the other three models, we have ran the model, and after the fitting the model into the uh, part, we can see that the running of the model. We can see that here the linear regression model is running. All the models have run, but here it is shown the one model is running. So we have used that technique and predicted the RMSE. Like you can see that the RMSE is here 166, which is very much high. So it is going to be have much errors. So we are not going to definitely use linear regression model. So after that, we have all obviously predicted the data. We can see which is 996, which is wrong, because we have previously seen that the correct output will be like 939. So then after that, coming to it is done, and coming to the next slide, the conclusion. Based on the different attributes of the data set, we have tried to demonstrate the model with best results. And yeah, the data are more than 75% accurate, and the output is also accurate. And the uh, data is selected as per the uh, particular area, and the temperature, rainfall level, and other aspects of the feature of the data. Then we use the data as eco-friendly, because it is going to be used largely in the field. So the user-friendly model is developed, and the price will be perfectly predicted. And coming to the next slide, we would like to acknowledge uh, our project mentor, Dr. Gaur Sundar Mitra Thakur, for helping, who helped in our project in various manners. And I would also like to thank my friends and my teammates who have also helped me during the project and implementation of the project. Thank you.